Our first tutorial will be Video Games by Lana Del Rey, and the chords are F sharp minor, A, F sharp minor, A, C sharp minor, D. And that's the structure of the intro and the verses. F sharp minor is a bar across the 2nd fret. You'll put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string and your pinky on the 4th fret of the D string, and that's F sharp minor. And then you go to A, which will be on the 2nd fret. Put your 1st finger on the G string, your 2nd middle finger, 2nd fret of the D string, and 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. It'll sound like this. And then you'll do that twice for the verses. Swing in the backyard, pull up in your fast car. And then it goes to C sharp minor, which is a bar across the 4th fret. Your 2nd finger will be on the 5th fret of the B string. Your 3rd finger is on the 6th fret of the D string, and your pinky is on the 6th fret of the G string. So it'd be you repeat that for verse 2, and then it goes into the 3rd verse, and finally into the chorus. And that has a kind of a different strumming pattern, whereas the verses is the chorus is and that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So those are all down strums. The first fret of the first chord of the chorus is E, and your 1st finger will go on the 1st fret of the G string, like so. Your 2nd, your middle finger, will go on the 2nd fret of the A string. Your 3rd finger will go on the 2nd fret of the D string. You just strum down. Then it goes to D, which we covered earlier. Then back to A. Then to G, which is your pinky. I play it differently than a lot. Well, not than a lot of people, but it's normally played like this. But I play it with the pinky on the E string. It just adds a fuller sound. So I put pinky, 3rd fret, high E. My ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the B string. I will put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and my 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Afterwards, it goes back to F sharp minor, and then it goes back to D, and then back to A, then G, and F sharp minor again, then D. After that is D minor, and with D minor, you'll keep your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. You'll put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. The only thing different is your 1st finger will go on the 1st fret of the E string. It'll sound like this. And that would be on Only Worth Living If Somebody Is Loving You. Then I'll go Baby Now You Do. Then it goes back to this little instrumental thing, like the intro. Then it goes into another verse, which is the same structure as the earlier ones. And then another, and then another, and back into the chorus. The chorus goes 2 times. I'll post a link to a good tab from Ultimate Guitars. But now I'm going to show you, instead of having to play the bar, which can be a little difficult for some people, you can play a power chord, which is you'll put your first finger on where you would put the bar, but instead of pressing down with your whole finger, you kind of just lay it across, so it'll sound a little like this. But the rest is a little muted. And then you would put your fingers back to where it would be for F sharp minor, and you just play the first 3 strings. And that's easier than having to press hard on the bar for some people. So you could play the bar, or you could play the power chord. And then you would go back to the A, F, A, and then you can do the same for the C sharp minor. It just sounds a little weird. So here would be the bar of it. Here would be the power chord. See, the high E is a little muted, but it doesn't really make a difference. Now, a cool way I like to play it for the verses would be, instead of just kind of playing the first 3 notes of each chord for the verses. So you would go, and then I just thought it sounded cool. You can do your options of the power chords, the bar chords, or the notes. Not in that specific order. You redo the F sharp minor and A. But that's along the lines. Recap of the chorus: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then just kind of listen to the strumming pattern if you don't feel comfortable with that. I'm going to post the link from Guitar Tabs to a very good chord chart for it. Well, subscribe, do all that jazz, I guess. Thank you.